Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry again, and behind me is the island of Aruba. Our cruise ship pulled in early this morning, and by the way, the island I was at last, Curacao, today Aruba, and the next island I'm going to, Bonaire. All three of those islands are very close to each other, just I think about 40 some miles off of the coast of Venezuela. And all three of them are municipalities of the country of Netherlands, which also this entire cruise line, Holland America, is based in Netherlands. So let me give you a high-up view of the port here, and I'm going to tell you where I'm going to be doing today in this video. There's another cruise ship behind us, one right to the side here. Get a view of their top deck. So I'm going to give you a zoomed in view of the port area here. And today I'm going to be taking a tour that they're calling an off-road four-wheel drive adventure. It does sound a bit adventurous. I don't know just what we'll be seeing, but we will find out if you follow me today. There's the tour buses waiting to pick us up. And over here I noticed there is a really tall hill. Or maybe it qualifies as a mountain. Has some interesting architecture on some of the buildings here. And off to the right is a small boat dock, seaport. From the front of my ship we get a closer up view of the boat docks there. And there's another big ship right in front of us. And there's a sandbar out here. That's a little unusual to see at a ship dock. But then they have some islands out there too. This is the vehicle that we're going to be riding on today with this group of people. Our first stop is to see a big rock hill. How do you like this bus? There's a big rock hill there, you might call it. But this is the main one you come to see. Here's a little sign that greets you at the entrance. And don't count on suing anyone if you're careless. Should be pretty easy. They've got steps built right here so you climb up to the top. And it looks like this might be the tricky part, getting into there. Almost there. There's that first rock I showed you. You got steps going up to that too. So I'm going to do a pan around to the right. Very, very windy, I guess you can tell. A lot of people live just right around here. And it's actually on the outskirts of the city. Look at all that cactus. And there's the vehicle I came in. Very interesting rock formations they have here. It's just a pretty short climb. Not bad at all. And there are huge boulders all over around here. Look at that one. Well, I'm almost back down now. We only stopped for like 10 or 15 minutes just to climb to the top and get back down. Really interesting, all these rocks. Huge boulders actually here. This is our next stop. Nice little squared off cove. See the waves coming in, pretty rough.
All the black rocks are volcanic rocks.
Another nice cove. A lot of wave action here. The guide said this crumbled block you see here used to be a natural bridge that went right across here, and then years ago it just caved in. A lot of times natural bridges, they don't last forever. Look how rough the waves are here. So they call that the mother bridge, and this is the baby bridge, which is still a good natural bridge. Right there, it lets the water come into this fully enclosed cove here. And this is where all the junk collects that people throw in the ocean. Wow, look at that. I think somebody here has a rock stacking hobby. Wow, look at all those. Where they just stack them up. I'm surprised they just stay there for so long. See there? It's pretty windy here. I wonder why it doesn't just blow it away. Here's some tourists adding to the collection. That's how you do it. How about that? Well, I'd say Aruba has some pretty amazing shorelines. If you like rocky shorelines. Oh, look at this one. Nice. This is a pretty amazing rock field. Most of it is volcanic rock, I'm sure. The guide said a lot of this is volcanic rock. So those big hills, that one big mountain I showed you earlier, that may be the volcano that all this came from. Or maybe there's others around. Interesting. Bini, very popular tourist stop here. And the guide told us that 91%, I think he said, of the economy of Aruba is tourism. Boy, I bet they almost went broke during the pandemic. That party bus seems to be following us around everywhere we go. Nice scenery here. There's the broken down natural bridge. I think they put this sign up a little too late. This sign says, "Caution, don't go beyond this point." Well, there is a whole world beyond that point. So I'm not going to follow that sign.
People mistake the name for Bush and Obama, but has nothing to do with the presidents, okay? So in 1824, they discovered gold in Aruba, and inside this building, they used to have a mill where they crushed the rocks to get the gold out. They mined gold for 90 years, and they found about 30,000 pounds of gold. So they shaped it like a fort or a castle, just to distract the pirates that used to sail on the north side. Never had a roof on top of it, and they stopped the process because of the First World War. So the chemicals and the dynamite that they needed, they couldn't get them in Aruba, so that's why they stopped it. Because of how they stopped it, people still do think there's gold, but nobody knows how much it is. So whenever the fishermen had a good catch, you would just put some rocks to remember next time where to come and fish. And as soon as tourism got popular in Aruba, one tourist saw these rocks and started stocking them. And now the entire north side of Aruba is stocked with these rocks, so the poor fishermen don't know where to fish anymore. So because tourism is the main industry, the government made something from it, and they call it the rock wishing garden. So you just stock your rocks, make your wish, and walk away. Simple as that. So after this, we're going to drive by the baby bridge, and then we're going to stop at the chapel. Okay? Along the way, you will see some fishermen shacks. Okay? So I'll give you more information once we get to the chapel. Okay? Okay, so woo! Now it's coming. Oh. They practice surfing on this side. Really not recommended because on this side it's much deeper. But this is where the crazy guys would come and just surf and do bodyboarding. Let me see if I find a piece of green corn.
It's another natural bridge. Not getting off of the vehicle here. Our next stop is at the chapel that was built, I think the guide said 1780. They got benches outside here too. And you can see the ocean back there. It's just down the road from everything else I've been filming. Got big cactus everywhere in this part of the island. And right behind the chapel is the labyrinth. I've seen some of these labyrinths in the strangest places where you never imagined they would be. And right behind the church and the labyrinth is a natural cactus garden. And a trail here going out to the shoreline. Here's some information on the chapel. And correction, this says year 1750 is when it was built. However, it was built pretty flimsy, so in 1952 they rebuilt it in the materials that you see now. The next stop is at this lighthouse. It's called the California Lighthouse. So named because a ship named the SS California crashed right on the coast here. And you can climb up to the top. The sign here says, "Ask inside for info." And I bet this is the lady you have to get past to climb up. And I'm guessing they don't have an elevator. It's a little ways off of the coast. Looks like a good half mile or so. I've been surprised. I've seen so many lighthouses that are not right at the coast. They put them off a ways. Here's a better view of the top. That rock seems to be the popular place to have your picture took. And this is way on the west side of the island, where it curves around very sharply. You can see the ocean side go all the way around over here to where the beaches are. This used to be the Lighthouse caretaker's home and office, and now it's a restaurant. Here's a plaque with the history of the lighthouse. And our next stop is going to be somewhere along the beach here. Long Beach. That's getting over towards the south side of the island. And look at this. There's a golf course right here. So I'll see you at the beach somewhere along here next. I think it's about 5 o'clock in the evening now. So we stopped at Arashi Beach. Let's go over and take a look around. Well, we stopped right in the middle of the main area where there's a bar and a restaurant here. Nice white soft sand. We're about on the point to the left where the grass starts, so that's where the beach starts. It looks like, oh, this is really nice soft. And the beach goes a long ways down there. It's hard to tell how far down the beach goes. It's a really long one. Look at that huge cactus right on the beach. That's surprising to see that right there. There's a bunch of people. Really nice white clean sand, fluffy. The late day sun glistening on the water makes a nice picture. Got some rock outcroppings there. Well folks, I have worked up a sweat today, so I am going to go in the water and cool off. And one reason for me doing these tour videos is so if you ever come here on a cruise ship, you take the same tour I do, then you'll know in advance exactly what it's going to amount to. Good day, folks.